Nowadays, a social media phenomenon in Pakistan claims to have miraculous powers to heal people. His activities have opened up a debate on the power of the new religious rhetoric on social media in the country. Since its establishment as a homeland for Muslims of British India in 1947, Islam has served as the foundational element of Pakistan's national identity. Despite the country's divisions along ethnic, provincial, cultural, religious, class, and linguistic lines, Islam has remained the unifying force. Both civilian and military leaders have strategically utilized Islam to legitimize their rule and shape state policies, thereby bolstering the influence of religious parties in both politics and society. The 1980s marked a significant shift as Pakistan became deeply involved in supporting the Mujahideen in their fight against the Soviets in Afghanistan. This involvement contributed to a transformation of Islam within the nation. Consequently, Pakistan has become a focal point for diverse Islamic interpretations and movements. With the recent expansion of Pakistan's media landscape, there has been a noticeable surge in the presence of Islamic preachers hosting popular TV and social media call-in shows. However, this trend has not been without its controversies and scandals. Initially, some Islamic groups in Pakistan expressed hostility towards television and the internet due to concerns about the influence of obscene foreign content. Nevertheless, religion now holds sway over the airwaves, with a proliferation of Islamic programming. This shift has given rise to a new generation of social media presenters whose emergence has sparked tensions with liberal factions. Today, Pakistani social media offers a diverse array of content, ranging from soap operas and heated political debates to an increasing prevalence of what can be termed pop Islam. This particular genre of programming follows a structured format, where viewers call in to inquire about Islamic rulings on various topics, ranging from mundane matters like hair removal to complex issues such as ethical mortgages. Anchors of these shows dispense bite-sized fatwas, theological rulings, catering to audiences who display a seemingly insatiable appetite for religious discourse on social media. However, controversy often surrounds these programs and the devout presenters who host them. Nowadays, Haj Khatib Hussain Ali appears a revered religious figure in Pakistan. He says that he serves as the custodian of the Darbar-e-Aliya Balora Sharif, a prominent shrine in Kotli Sat Tian. This position grants him significant influence and spiritual authority among his followers. Beyond his stewardship of the shrine, Haj Khatib Hussain Ali is also known by titles such as Sahibzada, Calendar-e-Duran, and Mukhlis Fila. Sahibzada translates to son of a noble, highlighting his lineage, while Calendar refers to a Sufi mystic, hinting at his spiritual path.
In Pakistan, we do not have cheaper health facilities. Those who cannot afford to go to a better hospital, to go to a better doctor, or to buy medicine, they think that if they will go to people like Haj Khatib, Shuf Shuf, you call it Chuf Chuf in Turkey, we call it Shuf Shuf, he does Shuf Shuf. So people go to these kind of fosters because they believe that they would not charge them anything. But unfortunately, this is their marketing strategy.
He claims to be a prominent advocate for the Islamic concept of Khatam an-Nabiyyin, which translates to seal of the prophets. This belief emphasizes that Prophet Muhammad was the last prophet sent by God, and Haj Khatib Hussain Ali actively defends and promotes this concept. A significant point of contention surrounds claims of miraculous healings and abilities associated with him. Critics argue that such claims lack concrete evidence and might contradict established Islamic principles. They might point out the absence of documented medical recoveries or question practices that seem to veer into sensational territory. Some people argue that claims of miraculous cures contradict established Islamic beliefs. They point out that divine healing is ultimately at God's discretion and not necessarily influenced by a single figure. They express concerns that these claims are exaggerated or embellished for dramatic effect.
Yes, they do not charge anything. But when anyone come to them with their disease or with their problems, after one visit or the second visit, then they start demanding that you have to give something for the food of others, and we call it langar here. In the name of langar, that you should give some money for the food of people coming from different cities and different countries.
They also argue that such practices stray from core Islamic principles of truthfulness and moderation. The financial management of his place is also a source of criticism. Some raise concerns about transparency regarding donations or how funds are used. Critics might seek more details about how charitable contributions are allocated and whether proper financial oversight exists.
He is, yes, an established fraud. He is a proven fraud. He is a proven gangster in Pakistan. He and his people, they have beaten a lot of people who criticize them. But yes, they're not good people. We can expect anything from them.
Another critique revolves around his perceived deficiency in formal Islamic scholarship. Despite holding titles that imply spiritual authority, some critics might contend that he lacks a demonstrably scholarly background. They give questions about the legitimacy of his teachings, particularly if they perceive him to be lacking the traditional academic qualifications typically associated with religious leaders.
Important and unfortunate part is that he is using the name of Islam, and that's the bad part of it. So unfortunately, for the next generation, if we tell them that any faith healer who uses the name of Islam, they would not imagine any good person, because they have seen shuf kind of people on social media with their tricks. This is an established trick that you put a chain in someone's eye and then you bring it out, and you tell people that, wow, this is my karamat and this is my power because of the religion.
However, not all individuals in Pakistan perceive social media evangelists as problematic. The channels airing religious programming assert that they are merely meeting the demands of their audience and offering accessible solutions to intricate theological issues.
We have started exposing him. We have given a lot of evidence to the nation through our social media, and I believe that someday government would realize that we should not allow anyone to use Islam and in the name of Islam for his frauds and for his money making.
The initial opening up of social media networks was heralded as a democratization of the press, offering a platform for diverse voices and viewpoints. However, critics now argue that the industry is facing a pressing need for regulation. They contend that celebrity mullahs, leveraging their fame and influence, are propagating a new form of religious discourse that requires careful scrutiny and oversight.
So I believe that yes, things are going in a right direction. We are trying to create awareness among the people of Pakistan, and yes, we have successfully damaged his business. I would not say that he was preaching Islam. I would not say that he was treating people, because unfortunately no one was cured. Those are only his characters. Those are only his actor and actresses who were presented before the camera. And they told fake stories to the people that yes, we are healed and we are cured. It is just a fraud, and it is just a marketing gimmick, marketing technique which he is using, and I believe that yes, he is going to finish soon, inshallah.